So I just have so much to say today. Like, so much. And, like, this is really from my heart that we really need to do a better job of understanding how critical it is when somebody lies to us and when somebody decides to use us and abuse us. That is critical. It shouldn't be taken lightly like it is. It's becoming almost like a style to be abused. It's like, oh, well, they love me. Like, no, they don't. And it's really sad because that's the world that we're coming into. We're coming into a world that makes that okay for you to be lied to and abused, and then for you to say, oh, well, okay, well, they love me though because we did this together. We went on a trip together. We went to Greece together. We did this together, but we got 2 kids, but he lies and cheats on you, or whatever have you. He deceives you constantly, or she deceives you all the time. The manifestation of deception is lying and cheating and getting ahead of somebody and manipulating and gaslighting them. The manifestations of evil are as follows: lying, cheating, manipulating, and gaslighting somebody, i.e., putting your hands on someone, calling them out of their name. All these are the manifestations of evil entities, deities, and beings present in your life. People think they haven't seen demons. Yes, you have. You've seen manifestations of demons all the time. You just don't pay attention. You think it's cute. That man don't like you like that. Him ghosting you and lying to you and creating this trauma in you. Since when do you have to create a trauma bond to love somebody for who they are? Why are you trying to create trauma in me, sir, to get us on a level of loving each other for real, for real? I thought that's what we already had. Apparently not, because you have to create an experience for me, an experience. You have to create an experience that's traumatizing to me in order to bond with me. When is that okay? When is that ever okay? When is that okay to create a bond of trauma to induce love feelings? When? And we need to go way back to childhood, way back to where we started, when these things are introduced to us in the beginning. This is not right. And people need to understand that that is not love at all. At all. It is not okay to gaslight somebody. It is not okay for you to lie to somebody and to deceive them behind their back or in their face. It is not okay. Ever. And somehow, some way, it's become a trend to get over on people, to lie and cheat and stab, and to seduce somebody, and and make a fake fantasy of how you love them when you know you don't. Since when is that okay? When? The world is coming to an end, because I don't know nobody that thinks that I don't know nobody that should think that is I don't know. I can't even get my words out. I don't know nobody that should agree with that. And I don't know many people, so that says a lot. I don't know nobody that should agree. I just can't. It should be a federal offense in the world for you to gaslight and manipulate somebody. Those things are critical, and they do things to people's brains and minds. That is the reason why the world is the way it is. People don't get it. Why people are locked up and in prison. Why the world is chaotic. Because people are lying and gaslit. People are hurt and traumatized by a system and a cycle called the enemy, called Satan, that keeps this cycle going in homes at a young age. People don't want to understand the witchcraft of it all. That things are very much spiritual more than they are physical. And our world is ran like it's a physical thing. Fleshly, and nobody's looking at the spiritual thing behind it. That's why you're being controlled now and gaslit and controlled on a higher level, though. And you worship and praise these people that are gaslighting you and manipulating you each and every day. And you sitting up at home talking over cornbread and collard greens about people that don't care about you at all. Instead of looking deep within you and knowing that you're just in the matrix. That all this is a lie and a test for you to see who God actually is at the end of the day. But you caught up in Egypt, in the customs, and in the ways. You caught up in the matrix. To be abused. To live in survival mode. You're living in survival mode. That's why you're constantly trying to catch somebody off guard and trying to manipulate, because that's all you know, because that's all you've been done to. But when you decide to heal for the first time and get to know who you are, the I am, the one that Moses spoke of, when you understand who Moses was talking about, that the I am is really the you. I said this before in another video. The mirror is a reflection of who you are on the inside of you, is the reflection of God, who he made you in the beginning in his image. Knowing all things according to God's will. But you're so caught up in the world. You're so caught up in this matrix world that you think you're sleeping with human beings and not spirits. You're so caught up in this world that when people are murdered, nobody asks about the legal rights that the enemy had over these people's lives. Because of demonic curses and covenants that were made by ancestors or the people that were in fornication, thinking that you won't die because you're sleeping with somebody outside of marriage. People don't think that's real, but wondering why they lost their cousin and their mama or whoever, because the enemy has legal rights to take anything from you when you are in his jurisdiction. People don't think that you need to look up the spiritual laws, and they're in the Bible. You're playing a dangerous game, thinking that it's okay for you to stay around and not know people are performing actual witchcraft on you, and you're there. You're there with it. You're there laying in bed with a demon, and you think it's cute because you got 2 kids and you go to Greece every 2 years. No, he don't love you. She don't love you. Stop lying. Stop talking basic stuff over spaghetti. Nobody cares. Get in line in order with what the word of God says. Know who your father is, i.e. know who you are. The reflection in the mirror, you, yes, in the image of God, the I am.